Hello everybody. I am so excited to be doing this. I just had the brilliant idea to live stream this portal activation. I've never done this before with a portal activation, so this will be a grand experiment because I sent out the Zoom invite. Because for the Lionsgate portal activation that I did at the beginning of the August, I sent that one out on Facebook, and by the time I sent it out to my newsletter people, my newsletter subscribers, it was already booked full, and so a lot of my newsletter subscribers didn't get a chance to sign up. So I thought, well, then for the solar eclipse portal activation, what I'll do is I'll send it out to my newsletter subscribers first. I'll give them a 24-hour head start, and then I'll share it on my social media. Well, the spots sold out before I even released it to my social media. Like within a day, those 400 spots were completely booked. So this morning I woke up and I was like, gosh, how am I gonna make sure, because I want as many people to be a part of this at once, right? So this morning I had the brilliant idea to do this on Facebook too. So we've got like 300 something people signed up for the Zoom call, and we've got however many people join in for this. So I'm super excited. And I will also be posting the replay on my Facebook too. So there will be so many opportunities to work with this energy. And the energy isn't just here for the eclipse and then it's gone. This is something that these frequencies are going to be working with us for the next several weeks and months, especially in this corridor between August, between today and the equinox in September, which, by the way, if you guys are in Los Angeles, I will be in Los Angeles September 22nd at the House of Intuition doing a live fall autumn equinox portal activation at the House of Intuition Friday the 22nd from 7 to 9. So you can go to the House of Intuition website or their meetup page and you can register. $25 for 2 hours. It's going to be amazing and I can't wait. I'm also going to be doing private sessions the 21st, the day before. I'll be at the House of Intuition doing healing sessions, one-on-one healing sessions, which I haven't done healing sessions in a while. So you definitely have an opportunity to catch me live in Los Angeles coming up soon. Hang on one second, I need some chapstick. I don't want my lips to get chapped while I'm doing this. So we have a few minutes before we start. So for those of you who are on Facebook, if you want to share, let people know what we're doing here, spread the word, because this is an hour of free energy work. And this stuff is going to be powerful, you guys. I have been just, sort of quiet and connected and very internal all day today. I've napped, I took a nice long bath, I did a nice workout this morning, I've meditated, I went out and ran a few errands, just went to the grocery store to get some food so I can have some food after this because I'll be starving. I'm always starving after one of these. But I've really been doing whatever I can to just really be within all day today. And it's been an amazing day and the energies have been super, super powerful. I am so excited to see, I don't know, there's so much energy right now that I'm having a hard time even completing a sentence, and I'm also trying to manage the Zoom thing. So I've got my laptop here with the Zoom people, and then I've got my my phone here with the Facebook. Isn't technology fucking amazing? I love that we can do this. I can't wait to see how many people we can touch with this energy and how many people we can get to come together. So whether you're joining it live or whether you're going to catch the replay, it doesn't matter because it's all powerful, it's all good, it's all amazing. And I think I'm also going to post this on Facebook. So let me just check a couple of things. So hang tight with me. If you guys need to go get a beverage, so this is the thing. For those of you who have never done my energy work before, all you have to do is hear the sound of my voice. It doesn't matter if you see me. So get comfortable, get in a position that you can chill out and relax for like an hour. Get a glass of water if you need to, gather your crystals, light your candles, bang the drum, whatever you need, call the corners, whatever you need to do before we start. Go ahead and do that now. And I'm gonna be fussing around over here on my laptop to make sure I have everyone ready for Zoom. I just want to make sure that There's always someone who can't get in. I'm not calling people out, but I am gonna say that y'all need to really read emails. When I send emails out, the information is always in there. And every single time I do one of these, I get a handful of people saying, I don't have the information. Read the details, read the fine print. Nothing makes my Virgo self crazier than people who don't pay attention to details. But I digress. This is not about judging you and your attention to detail. This is about love. So I'm gonna hop on to Zoom as well. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody on Zoom. Okay, so we have got an amazing thing going on right now. I've also got my YouTube live stream, or my Facebook live streaming right now. So I've got everyone on the call here. I've got everyone watching on Facebook. So we are gonna just have like a massive gathering of people coming in to hold this energy, and I am so excited, I cannot tell you. So a little bit of prep. So this is gonna be, I feel like Facebook's over here, Zoom is over here, so if I'm not looking directly at the camera, I'm not ignoring you. For those of you who have, we've got a couple of minutes before we're gonna start. For those of you who have never done energy work with me before, the only thing that matters is that you hear the sound of my voice. And in fact, once we start the energy work for the Zoom participants, I'm gonna probably turn my video feed off just because I wanna save the bandwidth for the audio. So as long as you can hear my voice, that's all that matters. So go ahead and get comfortable, light a candle, get your crystals, get a beverage, call the corners, light your incense, bang the drum, whatever you need to do to prepare yourself, because this is going to be an amazing, amazing gathering, and I am so excited. The energies have just been so potent all day. So go ahead and get comfortable, Facebook and Zoom. I'm gonna go check some emails and make sure everyone has what they need to log on. That looks good. Make sure that's all there. That looks good too. So we've got 87 people on Facebook right now. Right now we're at 45 people for Zoom. Can't wait to see how many people we end up gathering around this today. And again, for those of you that are just joining, just get comfortable. The only thing that matters is that you hear the sound of my voice. As long as you can hear my voice, you're good. Because again, for Zoom, because Zoom takes up a lot of bandwidth, I want to be sure that we can get a strong audio. So I will be turning off my video feed for the Zoom participants. And then I will also, for those of you who are weren't able to sign up live, I will be sharing all of these recordings on my Facebook, on my YouTube. I mean, this is going to be a blast of these of this energy work everywhere, and I'm going to be hopefully posting it tonight or tomorrow. And again, it doesn't matter if you're doing it today or if you're doing it tomorrow, or if you're doing it next week. These energies are here. They are not going anywhere. And right now, you know, this eclipse portal is opening up an incredibly powerful opportunity for us. So starting today through really the next month, so through the equinox, I mean, these energies are going to continue through the end of the year. I've really been seeing that from basically the end of June to the end of the year is just one giant supercell of energy. So these energies, it's not, you know, I used to sort of delineate it between, like, you know, month to month, but what I'm seeing more than ever before is this is all just one giant massive wall of energy. So these eclipse energies are here and are going to continue to be available to us and continue to work with us and the structures and the planet and all of that for the next month especially, but then they will continue on through the end of the year. For those of you who are just hopping on, and for those of you on Zoom, I made a little announcement earlier. If you're in Los Angeles, I am going to be at the House of Intuition on September 22nd. I will be doing a live autumn equinox portal activation. So this will be 2 hours of question and answer, intuitive insight, and energy work, which I'm really, really excited about. You can sign up on houseofintuition.com, or you can sign up on their meetup page, which I believe is Temple of Intuition at meetup.com. And then I'm also, the Thursday the 21st, that Thursday before, I'm going to be doing private sessions. I'm going to be doing energy sessions, and I haven't been doing private sessions for a while. It's been a couple of months, I believe. So it's a great opportunity to work with me directly if you've been wanting to, and I'm super excited to meet you guys because I know there's a lot of people that I have never met in the flesh. So I'm just going to check my emails one more time, make sure everyone is in. Good to go. So, welcome everyone to the solar eclipse portal activation. You know, these portal activations are something that I just recently started doing with the Lionsgate portal. And it's something that I love. It's just an awesome way to come together and just really bathe in the energies. So, you know, a lot of what I do is I do all sorts of things, but really more than ever before, the energy work is something that's really taking a big center stage in my practice. And I love being able to do these events for you guys. It's something that really, we come together as a collective, we come together and we are the ones that draw in the energies. So I've got 115 people on Facebook right now, 73 people on Zoom. So it's just, this circle is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the collective intent to focus our energies on the kind of world that we want to build and the kind of world that we want to participate in creating is really what this eclipse is all about. So, plain and simple, the energy work is sounds and tones that I hold. The frequency comes through when I sort of use my body as the instrument to let these energies come through. It's something that's spontaneous. It's something that just started happening at the end of last year. I have done healing sessions off and on throughout my practice, but it had been a while. And then I took December off because I was just taking a break and I needed some time off because I had a really busy fall last year. And then I think it was New Year's Eve, I had a client, and all of a sudden, just out of the blue, I started getting this nudge, and I was hearing these notes in my head. I was hearing these tones in my head. And I have a musical background. Both of my parents are musicians, and I played piano and sang and was in band and choir and all that as a kid. So music is something I'm very comfortable with. So I was hearing all these notes, and I just got the nudge to basically say, sing these notes, hold these tones. And so I started doing it. I had no idea what it was. I had no idea what was happening. It just started happening. And as I have started incorporating the tones and the sounds into my work, the energy has just gotten so big and so potent, and it is so exciting. So the only thing that matters, or the only thing that's required, is that you can hear the sound of my voice. Now, there's a very interesting thing that happens sometimes with the energy work through these small speakers that we have on our earbuds and our microphones and our phones and all of that. They can't really hold the intensity of the energy that we bring in together. I'm not doing really any of the healing. All I'm doing is opening up the space for the energy that we are bringing in as a collective to come through. But something happens sometimes with the speaker. So you may hear the sound like glitch out, and you may hear it go into white noise. You may hear it go totally silent. That's okay. It's nothing wrong with your computer. It's nothing wrong with your device. It's just that the energies that we bring through, like the analogy I always use is, it's like we're trying to put 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound bag. It just can't all fit through these tiny little wires and speakers. And that's okay. You're still receiving the energy. You're still receiving the information that's coming through. And so you may hear the sound blink in and out. And that's just something that I haven't really been able to find a way to remedy. I'm still working on it, but so far none of my remedies have worked. I think ultimately the only real way to remedy it is for me to just be doing these in person, and we'll get there. So for today, this is all about anchoring and harnessing in these energies of the eclipse. The solar eclipse is a powerful, powerful opportunity. You know, if you Google solar eclipse meaning, there's 100 million different, you know, stories and articles and things written about what it means. really the simplest way that I like to communicate what the eclipse means to me and why I did this portal activation is because we are at an amazing time right now. We are at a crossroads right now with the evolution of humanity. And we are being given an incredible opportunity to anchor ourselves into a higher reality. And the eclipse represents, you know, the sun is the ego, and the sun is what sends us so much information in terms of codings and in terms of downloads, and the sun represents that masculine, egoic, assertive external energy. The moon represents the more intuitive, the more watery depths of the self, the more heart-centered female aspects of the self, and we all have the feminine and the masculine within us. It's not about gender. And when the moon and the sun really merge with one another, we have a moment of being in the void. When the masculine and the feminine, the inside and the outside, the fire and the water, basically, the fiery transformative energy and the emotional watery energy are completely merged for this brief moment, we create a void, which basically interrupts the flow of information that we get from the egoic sun self. And this is all metaphorical, a lot of this. But basically what it does is it gives us an opportunity to let the old ways die, to let the old selves die, to let the old identities die. And I don't mean an actual literal death. This is a metaphorical thing of, and we're seeing this play out on the planet right now, these old, imbalanced, masculine structures of aggression and exclusion and competition and violence, they can't stand anymore. Because the feminine energies, the divine feminine energies have returned in a way that they are bringing balance back to the world. We need the masculine and the feminine. We need the ego and the heart. We need the soul and the body. And this is about finding a balance between the two and letting us really begin to focus on what kind of world do I want to participate in building? What stories do I want to tell about myself? What beliefs do I want to create from and carry forward in my life? We are now emerging as sovereign beings. The divine human is what a lot of this whole ascension process is about, is the merging with the higher non-physical self and the earthbound human physical self, and really allowing ourselves to be a vessel for all that we are, right? The non-physical part of ourselves. So the eclipse represents an amazing opportunity for us to make a break with the lower timelines, to make a break with the old, imbalanced, assertive, aggressive, angry, violent, aggressive, imbalanced masculine energies, to bring in the power and the strength of the divine feminine and let the two come into balance. So this is really all about us having an opportunity for the next hour or so to sit with what kind of world do we want to create. And yesterday in our soul expansion call, a really, really powerful question came in, because the soul expansion for August has been the liberation timeline. And that's what this is all about. We are being given an opportunity to anchor ourselves into a higher reality. So the question that came in yesterday, and I think it's a really, really valuable question for us to really begin to ask ourselves, is who are you without your struggle? Who are you without your struggle? Who are you without the belief that you are broken? Who are you without the belief that you are unworthy? Who are you without the belief that you came in and were born a sinner and that you have to spend your whole life, beating yourself up and praying to God that somehow you're going to be granted the key to heaven when you die? All of these really messed up, limiting beliefs, this is where we are. We're in this place where we can finally let go of these. We are all sovereign beings. We are all brilliant, bright, powerful creators. And we chose this moment in time to come here and move the evolution of humanity and what we are capable of and what we can do and be and have. We came to move that forward by leaps and bounds. We're talking like light years of evolution in a very, very short period of time. So really the eclipse gives us an opportunity to go into that void space, to let go of all the old stuff that we don't need anymore, that doesn't serve us anymore, and say, you know what, it's time to move on. I don't have to see myself as broken anymore. I don't have to see myself as unworthy anymore. The struggle is over. And oftentimes we keep the struggle active because it's familiar and it's comfortable. I call it the struggle blanket. It's like a security blanket. It's like a little kid who has his wubby and he's a little too old for it, but he just still feels he needs it. It's the thing that keeps the monsters away. It's the thing that keeps him safe. But really, The only thing that makes that blanket powerful is his belief that he needs it. And we so often hold on to our struggle because it's all that we know. Because even if I'm unhappy, at least I know how to play that role. Right? Even if I'm broken or unworthy or keep myself diminished and, held back, at least I know how to play that part. And it oftentimes feels so scary to move outside of the comfort zone because we are moving into energies and frequencies, and the transformations that we are going through as humans on the planet at this time has never been done. So it makes sense that the mind would have some fear. It makes sense that the mind would say, oh, don't do that. That's the danger zone, because the mind hates the unknown. But it's time to let the struggle blanket go. It's time to step into the truth of the power that we have and that we are. The connection that we hold to that field of infinite potential is indelible. It's something that cannot be broken. It's only something that we can, through our belief system, suppress and repress and try to push away. And that's when struggle begins, when we refuse to really see the truth of who we are. So we're letting go of the struggle blanket tonight. That's a lot of what this work is about. So I love it. We've got 151 people on Facebook, 101 people on Zoom. This is going to be amazing. So all you got to do, I'm just going to check my email one more time to make sure. Okay, looks like we're good. So all you got to do to participate in the energy work is, as long as you can hear the sound of my voice, that's all that matters. So go ahead and get comfortable. Get into a space where you can relax and be really just open for the next hour-ish. For those of you who are on Zoom, if you would like to stop your video, you can. You just, that little button in the lower left-hand corner of your window that says stop video or start video, if you click that, it will turn off your video feed, but you don't have to. I'm going to turn mine off just to keep the bandwidth a little bit lower so that we're not taking up the juice on the video. So as long as you can hear the sound of my voice, that's all that matters. Get to a position where you're comfortable and you can just open up to receive. Again, sometimes the power of the energy work makes the speakers go a little bit funky. So if the sound cuts out or if you hear white noise, nothing's wrong with your computer. It's just that these little wires can't really handle all of the juice that we have brought in collectively and that we are pushing through the airwaves. But you'll still receive the energy, the frequency still comes through, even if you can't hear it. So I'm going to stop my video feed here on Zoom. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook, it's not going to be very exciting to see me. I'm just going to be sitting here with my eyes closed. So if you want to go ahead and get comfortable too, and just get into a position where you can relax and chill out. So the energy work is a combination of intuitive guidance. I'll be giving instruction. I may be giving visuals. I'm just going to share whatever it is that I receive, and I'll be sharing that with you, giving you instruction on things to focus on, perhaps images to hold in your mind, or places to focus your intention. And really just allowing ourselves to sit back, relax, and receive the energies that have been brought in by all of us here today. Make sure my phone is off. Yep, we're good. Okay. And I like to start the energy work with some focused breathing, just to bring our attention and our focus together, just to bring us into the moment. And when I do the breathing, I like to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. I find that this just creates a nice cycle of bringing in the oxygenated, charged air in through the nose and then exhaling the depleted, stagnant air through the mouth. And when you're inhaling, I want you to imagine that you're breathing all the way down to the tips of your toes. And when you're exhaling, really use that diaphragm to push out all of that air. And when you think you've exhaled as much as you can, keep exhaling, because I promise you there's more breath left. And I really want you to fill your body up from the top of your head to the tips of your toes with some energized, oxygenated air. So we're going to start with a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling fully out of the mouth. Just allowing yourself to be fully present in the moment. Allowing yourself to just settle into your body. These are big energies. So we can start just by anchoring ourselves into our physical vessel at this point in time, so we can be fully present to receive. I'm going to do another breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Just allowing the mental chatter to go quiet. Allowing the internal landscape to go still. I just like to imagine a lake that has a perfectly smooth, glassy surface. And just let it be still. And let it be silent. Any concerns that you might have will still be there at the end of this call, and if they require your attention, you can take care of them then. But for now, just settle in and open up to receive the energies. And do another breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Beautiful. Just focusing our intentions to come together in a collective group to allow ourselves to open up and step through the doorway that this eclipse is presenting us. Just allow your body and your breath to find its natural rhythm. Make any adjustments to your posture or your position. So you can just relax and not worry about anything for the next 45 minutes or so. If at any time the energies feel too big or too overwhelming, just imagine that you have a big volume dial and you can turn it down. You can also telepathically just send the message to your guides, your higher self, your angels, whatever it is that you believe is up there working with you. Just say, hey, turn it down. You're at 10 and I need you at 7. It won't affect the strength or the power of the energy. It just makes it a little bit gentler, just like turning down the volume on the radio. If you find your mind wandering, just use your breath to bring you back to the moment. Now we just open up and let these energies in and see where they want to take us. So it's this beautiful bluish energy that comes in swirling around. It's like a big wave. Looks like water, like a big cascade of water swirling around starting at our feet. It's this beautiful turquoise blue. Little bits of gold in it. And I'm hearing that this is really the energy of pure potential. This is the energy of the 0 point field. This is the energy where everything and anything is possible. Just coming in to hold us and embrace us and create this field of energy. So for this first series of notes, just want you to allow yourself to experience being held. Imagine yourself floating in this comfortable, warm liquid. Imagine yourself floating on a cloud. Imagine yourself lying on a big, soft bed. Just visualize yourself just being held and suspended, where you are weightless, you are safe, and you are enveloped by this compassionate, unconditional love of pure potential. Just feeling yourself suspended in this way that is effortless. There's no need to do or to try or to strive or to seek. Just be present. Just let these energies sustain you and support you. This is the power of all that is, coming forth to remind us that this is where we come from. Before we step into any incarnation, we are potential. And from our human perspective, before we make up our mind, or we make a choice, or we create a belief, or take action, there is only potential. So allow yourself to feel the limitlessness of this. To feel yourself expanding. To feel yourself moving beyond any concept of limitation. Just see yourself as a spot of light that keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like a star in the sky that just keeps expanding and growing. So for this next series of notes, just feel how you can expand in every direction as you are held by the field of pure potential. Feel yourself moving beyond all story, all identity, all belief. And just returning to that state of infinite, limitless potential. Just see yourself expanded, feeling the limitlessness. I want you to imagine now that you have a screen in front of you, like a movie screen. And from this place of infinite possibility, I want you to ask to be shown what in your life is ready to be released. This is the struggle blanket that we were talking about. Is there a belief or a story that you're just ready to put down? Is there a relationship or a situation, a pattern that you're just ready to release and let go of? Just observe what you are shown with love and curiosity. Be curious about what is ready to be released. Be curious about what is ready to be expressed. Maybe it's a physical sensation that you feel, maybe it's a color or a shape or an image. Just allow yourself to receive the information. It's showing itself to you because it's ready to go. It knows that it's time to move on. When we're moving into a higher expression, when we're anchoring into a higher timeline, there's just some baggage that can't come with us. So for this next series of notes, just ask to be shown what you are ready to let go of. Whatever you were shown, just allow yourself to have love for that. Allow yourself to acknowledge that that has served you at one point in your life. that it was a necessary part of your experience, and that it's showing itself to you because it's ready to be released. These aspects of ourselves, they know when their time is up, because this was the lifetime that we chose to clear them. This is the lifetime where we are supported energetically in clearing and releasing and healing so much from other aspects of ourselves, from other places, other dimensions, other lifetimes. So all of it converges now. And it only asks to be witnessed so that you can intentionally see it and let it go. Just let it go. Feel yourself still suspended in that weightless, infinite space. And see the screen before you going blank again. And now allow yourself to be shown your highest expression. Maybe it's a color or a shape. Maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe it's an image. But as we release these lower aspects, these old stories, these old beliefs, these old wounds, that opens up space within us for something new to emerge. And as we move through the threshold of this eclipse, we're moving towards our highest expression. And this brings us forward on this infinite journey. The beautiful thing is your highest expression may change 6 months from now or a year from now. It may be different. But for right now, this point in time, on this day of this eclipse, moving through this threshold, just witness what is your highest expression. For this next series of notes, just allow yourself to be shown, to feel, to witness, to rest in what that pure potential wants to show you. Oh. Oh. Just allow yourself to receive whatever it was you were shown as a manifestation or a symbol or representation of your highest expression. And I want you to see yourself stepping into that field. Step into that field of energy, that frequency, that color, that image. Just see yourself emerging into that highest expression. See yourself inhabiting that. Feel it around you. Just take in the sensations that are present as you merge with that higher expression. For this next series of notes, I just want you to feel that energy moving through you. That version of reality, that frequency or that color or that emotion, just feel it moving through you on all levels. Just feeling it begin to make itself a part of your reality. Feel yourself merging with that. Feel yourself embodying that. Just feel that higher expression woven through you. Feel yourself merging with it. Anchoring that frequency or that reality. Now as you are. And from this place of this higher expression, I want you to think back to that first image you were shown, or the sensation or the feeling of the things that you're ready to let go of. And from this perspective now, in this higher expression, I want you to lovingly release it. Just see it dissolving, see it crumbling. Just lovingly lay it to rest. What once served you is no longer necessary. The old stories of being broken or unworthy, of needing to struggle or suffer or sacrifice. The old beliefs that what you want is always outside of your reach. The old feelings of guilt and shame. Just say thank you and let them go. From this more expanded perspective, you can have compassion and love. And you can let it go. So for this next series of notes, just visualize it being released. Say thank you to it. See it dissolve and crumble. And it blows away like dust and returns back to the field of potential. You are released from it. It is released from you. And that tether is now broken. So for this next series of notes, just see that going. So now that we have just let that go, just see yourself once again held in that space of pure potential. Just feel that expansiveness. Just tap into that field of infinite potential. Now, for this next series of notes, I want you to tune in to your internal space. I want you to recognize that that field of pure potential that holds you is the same field that you hold within. Feel the resonance of that higher expression. Recognize that it exists within you. When you incarnated into this lifetime, you didn't leave that field behind. You simply placed it within yourself. Technical difficulties. We are having serious technical difficulties, so I guess we're blowing the internet circuits. I guess my Wi-Fi can't support Zoom and Facebook and all the energies that we're bringing in. So we're gonna wrap this up. So just take a second to just be present, to feel that infinite frequency within. Just rest in that. Just let yourself be present. And despite the technical difficulties, we still got what we came for. Knowing that that frequency is within you. So thank you guys so much for joining in. Sorry about the technical difficulties. If I could control time and space, then I wouldn't have the busted Brooklyn Wi-Fi that I have, but I know we got what we needed here today. So thank you guys. It was amazing. I'm definitely going to be doing more of these, and I'll be posting the replay on Facebook and YouTube, and then I'm also going to be emailing out the MP3 to everybody. So hopefully the recording won't have the lags in it. Hopefully it'll just be one seamless recording. I'm not sure. I've never had this issue before. But you guys are all amazing. And again, I'm going to be in LA September 21st and 22nd at House of Intuition. So if you want to come book a session with me on the 21st. I'll be there doing private sessions on the 21st, and then the 22nd from 7 to 9 that Friday night, I'll be doing a live autumn equinox portal activation. So it'll be 2 hours. And that's it. Thank you guys. Take advantage of this eclipse energy. Take that image that you were shown of your higher expression and just remember that that is inside of you all of the time. You brought that with you. That was something that you brought from home. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And keep your eyes posted for our next meeting, our next gathering. You can also sign up for the August Soul Expansion. There's one more day left on this Sunday, so if you want to sign up for that, you can do that. And if you sign up for the full series, you'll receive the previous 3 recordings for the month, so you can catch up. But that's it, you guys. I love you so much. Thanks for hanging tight with the technical difficulties, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye.